Hi, this is Matthew. If you just surfed in here, I've got a service on my website. You can request in the description tag, you can go to my website and request an angel message. With an angel message, I'll tell you the name of your guardian angel. I'll find a picture that resembles your guardian angels that can help you visualize your guardian angel and start to speak to them. Then I'll give you a 5-minute message minimum from your guardian angel. And so this is where this request come from. This person, Dorothy, this is an angel message for Dorothy, and she's requested, her daughter's requested a second angel message for her from an angel named Sharon. And she had a simple question on the request, was that she didn't like a job and she wonders whether she should look for a job. So that was the request. And I don't mind answering requests. I just prefer sometimes that person just sends a request. But if they've got a specific request like that, it's good to ask. And if I can answer a request in a prophecy or an angel message, it'll be addressed. So Sharon says, yes, the trouble with your job and the worrisome things with your job is meant by the Spirit of the Lord to frustrate you and annoy you, to make change and to move out and start something else. So open your eyes and start looking. Don't be too persistent. Don't be too fast to jump onto any job. There's a number of jobs you can do that'll make you happy. There's different jobs that you can apply for that would make you happy. The Lord knows which is the job that suits you, but you could do any of the jobs that you apply for, and you may even apply for one or two and get both of them. Just do the one that sets your heart free and makes you happy, that you feel led to do. You're really special to the Lord, and sometimes we don't like change, and sometimes we're resistant to making decisions, and the Lord has to give us a bit of a nudge. And for instance, sometimes people are bad for us, and it's hard for God to remove those people out of our lives. And we won't make the change. We don't want to make the change. We don't want to dismiss them out of our lives, so we just put up with it. And we put up with their behaviour, and the Lord sometimes causes a real argument to happen to cause you to make a decision to move the person away. And I know that that's happening in your life too, so I'm mentioning that there's a certain person that shouldn't be there. So this uncomfortable feeling about your job, and this very led you to even ask, should you be looking for another job? This was orchestrated by the Lord, and you asked the right question, and that's true. We'll lead you into another job. Don't leave your job until you've got your next job. Take some time off and apply for a couple of jobs. Don't be in any rush. Don't, like I said, don't rush to a new job, but pick one that you really like. It could be possible. Matthew's not always right with, even when he gives messages from us. There could be a margin of error, but there could be actually two jobs that you might be qualified for. It'll be up to you. It won't be the Lord saying do this or the Lord saying do that. You can do both, and you just need to choose which one will make you happier and one that you'd prefer to do. So I love you. I'll be with you. I'll direct you. You're directed to ask this question. You're directed to know this. But part of the reason why we had you ask this question was we wanted to talk about that person in your life that's no good for you. And you need to make that decision and remove that person from your life because they're a bad influence and they're no good for you. And we've been hinting at it. We've been talking about it. And Matthew sort of said, hey, you could be wrong, Angel. You know, there mightn't be a person. And the reason we're being so tough on it and so insistent on it is like you doubt that they're bad for you. You think they're good for you, and it's a person that you sort of, as you run your mind through it, you're starting to get an inkling into who we're talking about, and they've really ingratiated themselves to your life. They've been very helpful for you. They're very close, very, very close to you, but they're no good for you. And we want to move you on and make room for someone else. And so you need to break that off. And there'll be arguments. There'll be, like a pulling away. There'll be a breaking. There'll be like pain that comes from the break. You'll be told that by the person some not very nice things, most probably. When you tell them you can't do anything. And they may say that they've done so much for you, how could you do that? And if that happens, Matthew doesn't know if that's really going to happen, but if that happens, that'll just be evidence to you that they had the wrong spirit and you just didn't discern it. And so you really requested the answer to that question because we wanted to get to this. And Matthew would normally have just answered that question and refunded the money because it was nothing for him. But we insisted that he do the message anyway. And the reason was I had this second issue that was even more of an issue for you. So God bless you and keep you and keep on keeping on and be happy and be prosperous and walk in the favor of God. And I'll always be serving you. I'll always be with you. God bless. If you enjoyed that angel message and you're watching that angel message, go to my website, request your own angel message. Let me know if you're not a Christian, and people who aren't Christians, who don't go to church, they've got angels too, and your angel would love to talk to you. And but to get less Christianese and less Christian jargon in the message, I need to know that you're not a Christian. I need to know that you don't go to church, but you believe in God, but you don't identify yourself as a Christian. And that'll help me get the right message and get all that Christian jargon out of the message. So God bless you. If you're encouraged, press like. If you didn't like this, I'll pray for you and dispatch angels to you. If you want to make a comment, please comment. If you want to share this with your friends and say, wouldn't this be a novel idea, get an angel message? Go to my website, go to where you can request an angel message and request one of them for yourself. God bless.